Welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2015 Hard Times 10 and 1 Open. This is the very first match of this 2015 tournament. 1,500 added one pocket and 5,000 added 10-ball tournament at Hard Times Billiards in Bellflower, California. And our very first match of the day is between Brandon Shuff and Mike Massey. Let's get this going on. It's a race to 3. This is Daniel Busch. I'm sitting here with Box. What do you think? Mike Massey, huh? Didn't know he played a lot of one pocket.
Everybody wants a little competition. Mike loves it himself. You know, he's a competitor. Very good break by Brandon. I had an opportunity to speak to Brandon too prior to the match. Mike is a big man. He's got a very big stroke. Brandon laid down a very good break.
Just calling out the matches right now. Mark Barba came in. The quality of these matches are pretty, actually some of them are so high I wish we could be streaming all of them. Brandon looks like he's trying to move this. Yeah, he moved the 9 to his side. Throws up against the 11, though.
Brandon's a heck of a one-pocket player himself, you know? He's keeping Mike on the defense, which is good.
Well, I like that somebody came from another state today. It's kind of odd. We were expecting some Arizona players, some players from Northern California, and for what it's worth, for whatever reason, we had some unexpected cancellations, not due to the blackout we had today.
I know the first 5 tables here in Brunswick Park are very, very competitive. Mike just pocketed a heck of a shot on Brandon.
Did you see
ball.
It's pretty good.
Babyface playing Catfish, Damien, on table 3.
I like how he made that ball and just didn't sell out at all. You know what I mean? He used that 11 as a stopper, and he did it very accurately. That's not an easy shot to pull off. So Mike's going to be working with one ball now. And he sends Brandon up table.
Yeah, well, Brandon's going to probably use He's going to probably use the 8 ball and drop in. No?
He's shooting at the 9, I think. Or is that the 1?
Yeah, the
Well,
1.
he made that 1 ball.
Well, this level of play, I'm thinking more conservative, but I see Brandon is one of those cats that he's shooting in his pocket.
Yeah, he's
no
good
matter
to
what.
go.
Yeah. Good shot.
Thing about Brandon too, he's a seasoned player. You know, he's used to playing on brand new tables, so this new cloth is not going to bother him at all. Maybe some of the traffic will.
It's good to see that we have quite a few directors here today.
More than enough box.
Frank DeBarber's on table 8. Mark Whitehead is on table 7. Rodney Morris just walked in the room. Rodney Morris is playing our young gun.
Did you see that cut?
He's playing Dark Mark
Barba.
Barba.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
Yeah.
Brandon just played a doozy.
Well, you know, Brandon hasn't been playing much lately, so he's probably had time to rejuvenate himself, and hope he makes a good showing.
Oh, that one went down nice too.
You know, Brandon comes for the neck of the woods. If you get a shot, I'm trying to get out. That's how Brandon's thinking.
Well, he's well aware of the caliber of players he's playing, and
Rodney Morris playing one pocket on table 6.
oh, he did make it in. Well, I'll be. Looking like he wants to play the 8 into that stack.
Just want to get this 8 ball, this cue ball down here on the rail. Table speed is a good shot. Very good shot. Table speed laid the rock right on Brunswick Avenue.
Ball count 3-1, and Mike's shooting long distance. Do you think Mike might try to kick down towards the 8 here?
One thing's for sure. He's looking into the stack. Right now he's reading where the rock might wind up. But if he's looking into the stack, you can definitely think he sees something. Maybe not a complete shot, but to move balls to his side of the table safely.
He's just going to feather the 11. That was pretty well played for what he had, you know?
Yeah, he didn't see nothing that he liked.
The thing about kicking is it's so many variables in kicking. Look at this shot.
Ball count 4-1, Brandon. Brandon looks like he's lost a little weight.
He does look fit. You know, he's...
Looks like he lost a little few pounds.
Seems to be hitting the balls nicely, too, striking them well. His pocketing average is pretty good. I think he hasn't missed what he's shot at.
Well, we're going to get a chance to see how he does in the long run. It's just gotten started.
Of course.
It's one thing about Mike, he has very good cue ball control.
I talked to Mike a little earlier this morning. You know, he was saying, you know, I play so much bar box nowadays. This is a tough one for me to crack, you know.
Jay Helfer is playing Mark Whitehead, table 7.
That's right. Even Jay, Toupee Jay showed up to play.
I have.
We just want to mention too that there's a rule here that we are following. It's the Martin rule. It's called the Martin rule, but it's also called the Grady rule, which stipulates that you can't have any more than 4 balls in the kitchen. That prevents the slower players from constantly sending balls up table and making the game too long. So any balls that are close to the head string or to the kitchen line beyond 4 balls are immediately spotted to the head spot. So
I don't believe they are charging an entry fee to watch the events. I believe the door is open and you come right on in for free.
I don't see why you shouldn't. Don't see the air conditioner is kicking pretty good.
The bad thing about that is I know people personally that paid for 4 days. And now people are being allowed in for free.
Well, I guess it's going to have to be up to them to ask for the refund if they do. You know, I agree. I think it's I think some sort of arrangement is in order, but nonetheless, you know, part of that was due to this power outage that we had today. So rest assured, I'm sure the next 3 days will be back on track. This is a 4-day event total, folks. 2 days of 1 pocket, 2 days of 10 ball.
What time are they shutting down?
Sorry, 3 days of 10 ball. It'll be overlapping.
When are they shutting down today? Is it going to run all night till it's over?
Dave Hemmah, I spoke with him earlier. He said that he was thinking that they were going to end up playing an 11 o'clock round this evening because we're getting this started late. Scratch by Brandon. That'll take him down a ball. The ball count now will be 3-1. Just like you said, it's early. And now Mike Massey looks like he's about to clean up.
We got a lot of 1 pocket today, fellas. A lot of 1 pocket. You got some good hitters in here. You should see a very high level no matter who's playing. In this tournament, you should be a good level for 1 pocket.
Even ball count now, 3-3. And now Mike takes the lead. This is a race to 3, folks.
Mike at one time was determined not to pick up that stick. AC, no barbecue. You're trying to get me a health all back messed up. I'm healthy now. No barbecue. From time to time I drive by just to smell it, but I can't eat it. With this 1,500 added, no matter what, these cats came out to get it.
Tell me about it. They both look pretty focused right now.
I know Brandon would love to take this off.
Took a good opportunity and left himself safe.
You have to be aware that you left a ball in that man's slop chop. That's the mouth of the pocket. Anytime you play like that, you have to be aware.
I think he has to Massey around this 8.
No, he can use the 10 ball. 10 ball and 12 ball is actually angled for a 2 rail to his pocket. He could use the cue ball, hit the 10 ball, pocket the 4 ball, and bank the 12 ball. Combination 2 rails to his pocket, but I guess he doesn't see it. He could see it.
Yeah, he saw enough of it.
From my angle, I thought the 8 ball had him hooked.
And that was a freebie for Mike, so now the score's 5 up. Oh, how do you like that? Ooh.
Yeah, but look at the 5 ball.
Oh, the 5 is wide open.
Brandon gonna pocket the 5 ball and try to pick up the 7.
I don't know. You can see he's already looking at this 8 ball. He doesn't want to.
He's gonna pocket the 5 ball, pick up the 7. It's gonna be kind of hard to pick up that 8 ball from where he's at.
Yeah, it looks like a natural angle to come into the long rail first and then bump into the 8. He's just got to be careful.
7 ball.
So that's a lot of experience right there, because he chose to hit that ball slowly.
Well, playing
so
for
that if he misses, he doesn't sell out that 8 ball.
Right, playing for the 7 ball though. Playing for the 7 balls allows him to stay safe. Because from the angle that he was at, he could not get between the rail and that 8 ball over in that pocket. And a race to 3 in this tournament is pretty good. These cats don't take a lot of time to shoot, but they take enough time to analyze the shot. And as you watch them play, you can see that. He went in there and dug that one out.
Mike's got him stuck behind these two balls here. 12's kind of high, so he can't really kick into the 8.
No, he can't.
I think he was looking at the 5, just a slow roll to 5, and just try to play a conservative cue ball, leave the cue ball up the table a little bit. I don't dislike that shot, actually.
He don't want to give up the cross corner to the 5. So he didn't want to give up that cross corner.
Yeah. He could have played a better cue ball too, you know.
Well, he's playing Mike Massey, one of the best trick shot shooters in the world.
I know. At the Andy Mercer tournament, Mike Massey attempted a one-handed dart jump shot.
Actually, this shot that's in awaiting Brandon right now, Brandon's going to have to go to the rail with that 8 ball and do the high karate and try to move both balls out.
Yeah, and then he might leave the 7.
No, 7's close to the rail, like so.
I'm not sure, boss. I think he can cross the 7.
Yeah, with the juice that he got on it, I just couldn't tell how far from where we sitting, the distance between the Brunswick Boulevard and the 8 ball.
Yeah, he's crossing it.
Got to be careful here, though. Brandon may try to go in there with that 12 ball and move to 7. He may.
Now, why would he do that? Is that because maybe the kicking stick, you know, would it leave a free shot on the 5? Is that why he wouldn't shoot the?
He has to move the 7
stick?
ball. He has to move the 7 ball. If he doesn't move the 7 ball, that's going to lead to Mike going out. He's looking at all his options, but his options is he's going to have to use the 12 or the 10 to get the 7 out of there. Or Massey around the 12, like so.
That was nice.
From where we sit and can't see it around the balls like that.
I like the way he played that, but isn't this 5 ball a free shot now?
With the juice that he knows, yeah, the only thing is I can't see the distance between Brunswick Boulevard and the rock if he's got enough to put the stick in the air and bring it back. So.
Yeah, he didn't want to sell that 8 ball out, so
Yeah.
he was being real careful with his speed there.
Well, he didn't want to bring the rock over on Brandon's side of the table because that would have gave him cross corner action at pocketing balls to his pocket. But I've seen Santos bank the 5 ball from here to his pocket and make it. Brandon hasn't been here in 3 years. Last time I saw him was at the Swanee 3 years ago here.
Hey, that was the year I played him.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I remember that match well. I won the first 3 games, and then he ran a 4-pack on me.
You haven't seen him or Mitch since then. Babyface is playing catfish on table 3. Truman is playing Foch on table 10.
Do we know who that is playing John Schmidt on table 4? Small guy with the black t-shirt and the shorts.
I'll see in a minute. Let me see. No, that's the kid that's been here the last week or two, playing back there by himself. Plays one pocket. Haven't got a chance to really talk to him, but yeah, he's been here about 2 weeks. They say he plays pretty well. John must be out front. He's talking to the kid. Hey, John, thank you for that. I'm going to look up into that. I heard about that book. I'm going to check it out. See, Mike cannot go down there now and disturb that 8-ball. He's got to lay on the rail. He's going to probably use the 7-ball to lay on the rail, like so. Mike didn't like where Brandon placed him. Brandon should be looking for another way to get him back in the same area he was the first time. He used that 5-ball as a blocker so he can't get to it.
Well, if he comes thin off the 10, he can also leave the 10 as a blocker, but he's got to be careful because the 7 might be left open too. You don't want Mike Massey to make a risky choice to go for the 7 and possibly make it.
Looks like Brandon's thinking about kicking that ball one reel with the rock down between the 5 and the 8, which would be a good shot and safe.
Kick to the 8, you mean?
Kick the 8-ball. Come up the rail with the 1-ball, with the cue ball, and come back down between the 5 and the 8. Safe shot.
Well, it looks like he's going to go with the 10-ball. Oh, the 7. Oh, that didn't hurt him.
Yeah, but it
didn't hurt him at all.
Yeah, but it makes it easy for him to remove the 8-ball now. He should have went up the rail and came back. Go up the rail, come back between the 5, and bump the 8-ball. He's safe. Now Mike can move. I
see what you're saying, yeah.
Mike can move the 8-ball now and lead a rock. See? One thing for sure, though, Brandon's shooting something. Brandon's a shooter, so he's shooting something.
I'm not so sure. I get that. Well, he shot at that 7 just a minute ago, but
right.
He does look like he's capable of being conservative, though, too. So
he might want to.
Most of the young guys, they don't have a lot of patience.
He might want to bump the 12 and bring the rock up here. Yeah.
Oof. Looking close to hitting the titty of that side pocket.
But now, his goal right now is to play the 5-ball, keep the 5-ball from being moved by Mike Massey. Mike is going to have to go below the 5-ball. How can he get there? He's got to be careful if he goes to Brandon's side because he could scratch. That's what he's looking at now. He's got to find a way to get that rock to the back rail. Brunswick Boulevard. Not hard enough. He's sold out. He owes a ball.
Did he scratch also?
He owes a ball.
Yeah.
Brandon's playing for 3 balls.
This is what Rolando likes to call bridge over troubled waters. When you're bridging over a ball.
The ball counts 5-4. So Brandon's playing for 3. He should be able to get these 3 right here.
I think he should just play for the 10 ball. Don't do anything crazy. No, just stop the ball and bank the 10. Played it like a 9-ball player, didn't he? Didn't he?
I'm through with that. Look at him. He's even laughing at himself.
Because he knows. That's what he should have done. He should have just stopped that ball right there and banked the 10.
Mike feel like he's had a breath of fresh air. 6-4. Wrong shot. He's not protecting his side of the table. He should have shot the 8 ball and left the rock on the rail. That would have been my shot.
Is he looking to go for this?
Well, you know, Mike knows how to put the juice on the ball.
He'll draw back.
Yeah, he knows how to put the juice on the ball.
Whoa. He played cue ball there, obviously.
But no juice on it.
Yeah, no spin.
Good shot.
Brandon playing for 1. That'll be the first game.
Good shot.
So now we got Mike Massey's going to break.
3.
Race at 3. Mr. Massey is he's gonna break now.
You know, I just had Brandon was here last time. Him and Rodney Morris was on the billiard table playing for 500 a game. 3 ball. I just thought about that.
By the way, I want to encourage you guys, if you play 10 ball, you still want to enter the 10 ball tournament. It starts tomorrow at 7 p.m. 5,000 added. 10 ball tomorrow, 7 p.m. Entries still being taken. $125. No late fees. Come on down. Hard Times Billiards.
Alternate the breaks. Brandon broke the first game. Mike breaks the second game. I see Kenny Thompson in the arena too. I wonder if he's scheduled to play.
If he signed up?
Correct. On table 6, Dark Mark is giving Rodney Morris all he can handle. Good attempt by Brandon.
Jerry Machin got a bye. John Schmidt playing Isaac Pineda. Santos got a bye. Catfish is playing Damien Alishan. Wayne Pullen got a bye. Danny Petralba is playing Phil Misson. Johnny Kang got a bye. Paul Joko playing Frank Almanza. Randy Hatton got a bye. Mark Whitehead playing Jay Helfert. Rafael Martinez got a bye. Justin Logan playing Justin Marks. Tang Ho got a bye. Foch Garcia playing Truman. Rodney Morris playing Mark Barba. Brandon Shuff playing Mike Massey. So
they're not using the full arena of tables then, I take it.
No, it looks like they still have 2 available. I think they're only holding 8 matches right now.
Right, because there's 16 tables on the other side that could be used.
Yes, that's correct. But I think they want to do the full rounds on the new cloth here. They don't want to throw people on tables with a cloth that's 9 months to a year old. As I'm talking, Mike Massey played a nice 8-ball bank. But he held the rock so good, he might have been better off missing it.
Brandon come all the way from the East Coast. Mikey's been on the West Coast a while. He did that thing in the park and a few other things.
Yeah, he just came back from Arizona. He played that event in Bull Shooters.
Yeah, Mike is getting his rounds in.
I'm sure we'll see him in Vegas.
Don't see too many sponsored players playing right now.
Well,
good shot.
the cue ball.
Yeah, very good shot.
Cue ball just slowed down in time.
Looks like the stack is blocking the 9-ball. Sitting over in Brandon's pocket. Now he got to be careful because I see what he's doing. Be careful. Yeah. I got you, poor man. We just getting started. We got all day, baby. We got all day. I'm storing them and stacking. Storing them and stacking them. When I get started, I'm not going to stop.
Did Mike make 2 balls? Is it a 2-0 count? Because I see 13 on the table.
5, 9, 10, 13 on the table. We may ask them cats to use a tray for the stream table.
Just to help us out a little, huh?
Correct.
They got used to using that tray because the diamond didn't have one.
Right. Well, they got a tray for the balls there, and they got a triangle to rack the balls so they can put balls in a triangle and balls in the tray. When we get a low in the match, we can probably ask Brandon to use the tray and then ask Mike to use the triangle or vice versa. So I can keep track of your balls.
Tray.
The tray?
The ball tray?
The ball tray?
Yeah. If you have a moment, just take the ball tray and put it on that shelf, and then put your balls in the tray. That way we can keep track of this. In the tray, yeah. That way we can keep track of the score. Thanks, Box. I didn't think you were going to. I hope it doesn't break his concentration.
That dude there is professional. He's been doing this 50 years. You know?
Yeah.
50 years. Don't nothing shake Mike.
Oh no. Of course.
He's been in competition.
He knows we're not. We're not trying to get in his head or anything.
He's been in competition too long. If we disturbed him, no. He hasn't done it at all.
Be that as it may, though, the competition may cause him to forget what we just asked him. But,
it's okay.
But
He's
that's
aware
a natural thing, too.
He's aware of it.
Yeah.
Courtesy to Brandon.
Mm-hmm. It's really nice to see Brandon again. He's always a positive person every time I see him.
Oh yeah, when he first came in, I went down and chopped it up with him.
Of all the people I talked to as well, not a bad word's ever said about Brandon.
No, never. Cool cat, though. Real cool cat.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to shake Brandon, too, you know? Still 2-0. 13 balls are still on the table.
Now, this is where actually we got to be careful because POVPOOL, we don't really get into the middle of refereeing anybody's match, but I do see a lot of balls going up table right now, and we do have a rule stipulating not to have too many balls up table. And we have two players that we've never had here at Hard Times playing this format. So, okay, good. They just brought it up. That's good. They're discussing it right now. Mike may come over and ask us for some kind of verification, but they're chatting it up. They got it going on.
Well, don't forget, Brandon's from the East Coast, and when the rule first came in through Grady, Brandon was fully aware of that rule because he's played in many of Grady Matthews' matches, so he's much aware of it.
Lucky for us.
Lucky for you.
For me.
You know, you like that. Hey, get in the middle of that.
No. I've already been burned a couple times getting in the middle of this and that.
Pool Hall, where you been, son? Haven't seen you in a while. They might be moving the ball to the spot here. Nope, not yet.
Oh. Well, they are moving the ball to the spot, but not in the way that you expected.
Right.
I like the way these guys get on with each other.
Yeah, they're doing, both of them playing with the same chalk, too. I don't know if they're aware of it, but they're both playing with the same chalk.
Yeah, the same piece of master chalk.
Is that a master's piece? That's custom chalk there. Right here on.
You mean on the rail there?
Yeah, on the rail.
Okay.
On Brunswick Avenue.
Not sure what that is.
I thought Brandon was using it first, but looks like both of them are using it. This ball will be going to the spot.
Yep.
Looks like Jay Helfer is enjoying himself, playing the game. The game of champions. You know, I've been looking at these sticks. I don't see too many short ferrules today. Mike has a short ferrule. The kid on table 2 has a short ferrule. Even Rodney is playing with a longer ferrule today with a extension.
I do see that.
The last time we saw one pocket, everybody had a short ferrule. Hey, Pool Hall, check this out. When class starts, you got to be in class. That way, when the test is given, you'll know what we're talking about.
Maybe somebody in the chat room can help out Pool Hall Banger. If not, you'll learn what it is when it comes up again.
Oh no, he's thinking that the guys don't know about it. Is that Grady rule? Hey, you know what I noticed? It's just my observation. But you know, we've been doing this a long time, me and you. We've always talked about cats that's got sticks and ferrules and different things. We've never mentioned cats that make cases. Okay, if you cats know anybody out there that are making cases, jump your boy box to them so I can give them a shout out. I'd like to get them involved too. Anybody know anybody that's making cases, holler at your boy so I can give them a shout out. I don't want nobody from JB. I don't want nobody from George. I don't want nobody from none of them cats that we already know. You know? Holler at me about somebody we don't know. Let's get them involved.
nice little gear by Brandon right now.
Now, is that my sidekick? Is that BB? Is that the other side of the B?
Brooke. How is your dad here and you're not here? We needed another player. You needed to show up and play.
Trying to sneak into the booth like that.
I believe we have, we ended up with 23 players today, Brooke. And the 10 ball, still taking signups for the 10 ball.
Rex. Okay, you say that cat do awesome leather work, huh? Anybody else? Brandon shot the last two shots with a lot of firmness. I wonder if he was trying to scare anybody. He was trying to move both balls.
Kind of careless, though.
Oh, and by the way, they playing full ball. Full ball. Full ball in or full ball out. Can't believe him lifting that bank because he gonna shoot it if he can see it. Ah, good shot. I expect 3 games to win. You're looking at 2-hour sets on the average.
Geraldine Thibodeau, she's been hard at work making sure you guys can find the bracket online and working with Dave Hemmah to provide the whole tournament on an iPad to be displayed on a big screen that we got here at Hard Times Billiards. So
my producer, my director.
A little something new from us here at POV and Hard Times Billiards. Courtesy of CompuSport and Geraldine.
I'm gonna check that cat out and see what he look like. He got a web page. Give me his web page. Brandon's hitting the balls real firm now, real firm.
I think he's starting to feel comfortable at this table. I think he's confident. He's feeling good at the, with the cloth. And likes the way the table's playing. As you and I know, though, Hard Times has a tendency to fluctuate table playing conditions from time to time.
Thanks for that website.
Well, we've been a long-time lover of Mo'a Ali'i.
Brandon's real relaxed, real relaxed.
It looks like the one will hold up, so.
It's only 3 in the kitchen now.
He's kind of like leaving Mike with no choice but to go for things,
Look here, table 10 is idle. Who won that on table 10? Who won on table 9? Can we bring the bracket up and see it? Table 5 is idle. Table 4 is idle.
Yeah, I think that was...
Truman was on table 10.
It'll be a minute before we see the result.
Brandon's probably going to shoot at the 7 ball. No, he didn't.
Looks like Justin Logan was defeated by Justin Marks. And I believe John Schmidt defeated Isaac Pineda. Foch beat Truman.
Yeah.
So Tang Ho and Foch Garcia will play now. Raphael and Justin Marks. And John Schmidt will play Jerry Matchin. None of those matches sound like matches I want to be in.
Very good competition. Very competitive. I see Foch back there. Who's Foch playing?
Foch is about to start a match. He's going to play Tang Ho. Oh, look at this shot. That went in real nice. This is where the trick shot artistic pool might start coming in, kicking in for Mike Massey. You know what I think he's looking at? He's looking at a double kiss. Hit the 4 into a frozen 1 ball. That was very well, nice, well executed shot.
Gentleman just walked up and asked me how come they didn't spot a ball in the last shot when there were 5 balls in the kitchen. 1 ball didn't come up. That's what he just asked me. As Mike was shooting, there was a 5th ball.
Are you talking about this match?
Yes, it was the last shot.
So there was an error on their part?
Well, actually what happens is some people get confused because in the middle of your shot, if a ball rolls into the kitchen, some people think you should spot it right then, and some should think you should wait.
Right, during the inning.
During the inning,
in the middle of an inning, yeah.
Very good.
So what did you tell him, Box?
I'm a diplomat.
You told him to ask the tournament director, right?
Of course. Before Truman stepped up.
Yeah.
Hey. If you don't take care of it, I will. Excuse me.
So Mike now is at 0 games and Brandon's at 2. Thanks, guys. Okay, thank you. Sorry to ask you, but...
Thanks, Brandon.
Game count now is 2-0. And now it's Brandon's break. He made a ball on the break.
I was going to get to that later on because evidently there's a push back east. Yes, it does.
Does that count?
Yes. Yes.
Don't get in the middle of it now, Box.
Well, that was one of the things I want to talk about, which is back east.
There's a push?
There's a push for, I noticed it when...
Not counting a ball on the break?
When Danny Smith was playing T-Rex, Tony Cohen made 5 or 6 balls on the break. And my take on...
Oh, like consecutive?
Yeah, well, not consecutive, but he made them. And what happens is a lot of people now believe that there is some kind of formula
twisting the
to
rack
pocket the ball.
Yeah, well, you know...
What they want to do now is, if you make a ball, they want to re-rack. And I'm against that. That tampers with the integrity of the game.
Yeah, I don't like that. But you want to know something?
If
now,
I rack the balls,
now
you
that
can come
this
and check
is
it.
coming up, now that you're bringing this up, Rodney Morris played Brandon Shuff in the West Coast Challenge about 2 years ago, and Rodney forfeited his match because Brandon made a ball in the
I
break.
remember that.
And he accused Brandon of twisting the rack.
That's correct. I remember that.
Now, I'm just because we saw Brandon make a ball on the break right now doesn't. I'm not insinuating anything at all. But
I remember the incident.
It's funny that you bring that up during one of Brandon's matches, where it was actually during Brandon's match that controversy kind of came up.
Well, you know, sometimes because of the contact of the balls, you get lucky. Some people believe that there's a formula in which you can make a ball. But if I'm racking my own balls and you do not like my rack, all you got to do is walk up and look.
That's true. You can inspect the rack, guys.
Inspect the rack.
For those of you who get into competition, or you just new at getting into competition, don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to inspect your opponent's rack.
Correct.
I mean, that rack could be twisted. There could be balls not frozen. You know, any number of things. And sometimes it's just that at the error of the opponent. It's not an intentional thing sometimes, but you know. And so if somebody accuses you of inspecting their rack because they think you're cheating, you know, you should just tell them, look, don't take this personal. I'm also doing this for you. I don't want you to make a mistake in the rack.
Yeah, a lot of guys now are starting to play that.
Respect.
But you got to remember, that's damaging the integrity of the game.
Well, I don't like the re-rack.
Neither do I.
I don't like that.
Neither do I. And Mike had no problem with it. And I mean, you know, when you make a ball on the break and you say re-rack, you know what happens?
He didn't use the tray.
I know. But when
That's okay. He has 3 balls.
Yeah, but when you say re-rack because I made a ball, now you're insinuating that I did something to pocket a ball. Right. See? So now you're attacking my integrity.
And what if you do it 3 times in a row?
Then
now what are you doing?
You're
just re-racking.
Watch this. If I say to you, you rack my balls, you rack them, and I make a ball, now what?
Yeah, I like, hey, you know, maybe. I mean, actually, I don't like any rule at all. I like, you know, just inspect your opponent's rack.
That's all.
And if the ball goes in, that's on you.
Exactly.
You know? But while we're on the subject, do you possess any knowledge, any specific knowledge as to how to manipulate that rack so the ball goes in? And do you care to share it? Do you care not to share it for a certain reason?
Some guys have found a way to play a loose rack and turn the rack, which gives a path to a certain ball upon impact. Cecil Tugwell and a few other people I've noticed to stop that from happening, if that does happen, they walk to the head of the table and read the head ball all the way through the rack to the middle ball on the bottom rack, on the bottom of the rack.
Okay.
Which you got 5 balls running across the bottom. That middle ball, that third ball on the bottom of the 5-ball rack should run perpendicular to the head ball. I've seen guys look that way. I've seen Cecil Tugwell do the same thing.
We had a good suggestion from somebody in the chat room suggesting that maybe the table mechanic or whoever puts the cloth on the table, maybe they should make extra marks for the rack, you know how they mark the table for the head string and the head spot, and you know, maybe they should make some extra marks for one pocket racking. I mean, but in my opinion, though, actually, I mean, it's a good suggestion, but once you start getting into that, then people are going to be, well, what about 9-ball? What about, 10-ball? What about this and that, you know?
Right. Terry, yeah, I was referring to that situation that you're talking about, Terry. You got to maintain the integrity of the sport. If you don't maintain the integrity of the sport and you start changing, that takes the integrity of the sport away from it. Of course, one pocket is a cutthroat game, but to specifically insinuate that I pocketed a ball or a ball falls in the pocket because I did something illegal, because that's what you're insinuating. So there has to be a reback. In some cases, I heard if you pocket a ball, it's a re-rack and you lose your break. So it's kind of like being penalized for making a ball.
Ball count 3-1 now in a 2-0 match. Brandon Shuff in the lead. If you're just joining us, this is the very first match of the Hard Times One Pocket Open 2015. We're at Hard Times Billiards in Bellflower, California. And we're very happy to have you guys here. Please share and let everybody know we're here for 4 days.
Terry, let me ask you a question. I know you probably have a little more insight to it than I did. Were they playing on a diamond table or were they playing on a gold crown, Terry?
Are you talking about Danny Smith and T-Rex?
Correct. The reason I asked that because I wonder if pocketing a ball on the break is comparable to a diamond table or a gold crown. Thank you, Terry. Diamond table.
So here we go. We're going up table again.
Spot the ball if you make the ball on the break. I'm still being penalized for making the ball on the break. I don't think that's cool. Whole ball.
Whole ball. Yeah. I think you should be punished and banned from the tournament. Let's just settle this right now. You're banned from the tournament.
Now, you cats that play one pocket. Now, let me ask you a question.
And be forever scorned as a cheater on the forums.
Okay, you cats pay attention. Now, I got into a situation about 2 weeks ago, me being here every day. If the guys are gambling or playing, if there's a discrepancy, they give me a call. Here's the situation, Terry. 2 balls on the table. 1 man going to 7, 1 man going to 8. The man that's going to 8 is his shot. He haphazardly pockets the man that's going to 7, pockets his ball first, then his ball falls. Who wins the game?
Oh, you're talking about the guy spotting him 1 ball, so it's 8-7.
Correct.
Okay.
The man going to 7, his ball falls first. The man going to 8, his ball falls second. Now you see, I can hear you going to the computer right now trying to figure it out. Who wins the game? That's right, it goes to the shooter, Jinx. I had a situation in here where the man that was going to 7, because the ball fell first, he felt like he won the game. On the same shot. Yeah, Terry, on the same shot. The man that's shooting cannot lose. It's his inning. The man that's sitting on the stool cannot win because it's not his inning. We had a big to-do about that.
Who'd you have that argument with?
I also had another situation
You're
come
not
up.
gonna tell me.
What do you consider the playing surface? The rule is specific. What do you consider to be the playing surface? Brandon 3, Mike 1. What is the playing surface? Six balls in the kitchen, 2 come up.
Yeah, they're going to be spotting 2. So Mike's acknowledging. These boys are getting used to the rule.
No, he's got to measure the 4 and the 3.
Yeah, because now they don't know which is closer, because there's quite some distance between them.
9 and 4.
Quite some distance between the balls and the actual the kitchen line. So
Okay, here's what goes down, fellas. The playing surface came into question. Here's how it came into question. Ball sitting in the hole. Both players need 1. He's going to try to make both balls leave the table. What happened is the ball falls in the hole. The cue ball comes off the table, rolls down the rail, and comes back onto the table. What happens? Yeah, the cue ball stays up, but it rolls on the rail and then comes back onto the table.
like one of those weird highlight shots.
Correct.
Pops up, rolls along the last thread of the cloth and the hard edge of the rail, and then comes back off the cushion back onto the table.
Anytime the cue ball leaves the playing surface, it's a foul.
Well, wait a minute. There's times where you elevate your cue and you stroke a ball.
I'm not talking about a ball that goes up into the air and come back on the playing surface. The ball leaves the playing surface, rolls on the rail, and comes back onto the table. Mm-hmm. That's a foul. Next man's shot. The ball left the playing surface. Some guys play the rail is part of the playing surface.
Sure. Okay, we got balls being spotted now.
Actually, this game here is really competitive.
Well, yeah, because Mike can't afford to lose. This is 2-0 here. This is game, set, and match for Brandon if he wins.
Yes, but not the hard part. It cannot roll on the wood of the rail. The cushion is considered part of the playing surface.
Well, I gotta tell you, you're starting a whole bunch of controversy here. So
Hey, that's what this is.
we're gonna have to give you an email address here.
That's what this is about.
No, I know, but we do have matches going on. We gotta.
All right, cats. I'll deal
At the
with y'all
expense
later.
of these two great players. No, don't leave us. But
My point is, a lot of guys play the game and don't know the rules.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah, and another thing too is that the rules seem to vary from
Venue to venue.
room to room. Yeah. So
I would like to see this go to hill, but that might take all day. Brandon, I guess, gonna bank to 8. Yeah. Very good cue ball control.
yeah, he knew that if he didn't bring his cue ball within a half an inch of the rail, that he might leave an opening for Mike to spin this 9-ball off the rail.
Thank you, Brooke, but we was trying to establish a point of
See this
correct.
shot.
That's correct. They cope. But if it hits the wood, I specifically said the wood, and comes back to the playing surface, that's a foul in some venues. Thank you, Brooke. We're not talking about everybody's
I think I've
rules.
seen it in snooker where it happens, and there's no foul called. But then again, in snooker,
Point being, a lot of cats play,
flukes count.
but don't know the rules. Here at Hard Times they play alternate breaks. Other venues, winner breaks.
What a nice shot that was.
Yeah, it is.
He had to make that ball too. If he didn't make that ball, he surely would have sold something out. I believe the count's 5-1. He made Brandon's.
Correct.
Mike made Brandon's 8, and he just made the 13.
I think Brandon's playing for what, 1?
Whoa.
He tightened that ball up a lot.
No, it's 6-1.
Good call.
Brandon's playing for 2.
Good lead.
Yeah, I definitely leave him with the Chinese snooker. Jacked up over the 2-ball. Looks like Brandon's going for this 11.
Safe shot up against the rail. He wasn't planning on the rock coming up so high.
Yeah. Notice how he intentionally hit it a little bit thick so that it wouldn't come up so high. The thing about this field is that I think the one-loss side is going to be just as hard as the winner's side.
Really?
If not harder, because you got to play more matches.
Started something. They all at it. The 15 ball.
Oh, double 2-railer, the Z-Bank. He took a flyer on that shot because I think Mike's going to have to take this. He's going to have to take this 7-ball on. I mean, he doesn't have to, but
he should be shooting the 5. He should be shooting the 5 and let the 5 carry him off the 9-ball and pocket it. You see it?
yeah, but you're saying because it's a bigger pocket for the 5, yeah.
Well,
But
no.
you know, I like what he just did there.
No. What he should have done was use the 5-ball, went to the rail, hit the 9-ball with the 5-ball coming off the rail and pocket it. Pocket the 7-ball and then move to 15. You see it?
Yeah, but he didn't see the shot.
Right.
He didn't see
But
that.
did you see
He
it?
didn't see. I saw that. I see that shot, but he didn't see it. So,
Yeah, you shoot.
which actually reminds me of a good point that you always make is you got to play this game with your legs just as much as with your eyes. You
Right.
got to walk around the table
And look.
and take a look at the angles, take a look at all the possibilities, because in one pocket you have a you have a multitude of options to play. In fact,
He's still got the
I
same
used to
shot.
play Robert Tobin when he was teaching me how to play 10 years ago. He used to tell me, try to find 3 shots and pick the best of those 3 shots.
He's shooting the shot now, see?
Yeah.
Watch it hit the rail. 5-ball, he missed it.
Yeah.
But it's the same shot.
It is the same shot.
He used the 5-ball.
Yeah, but
go to the
he
rail.
didn't see it because the 7 was blocking his sort of
But it was
distracting
there.
him
It
from
was
the
there.
shot.
It
Yeah.
was there.
But that's what Robert Tobin told me to do when I first started playing the game. Select 3 options and decide which is the best of those 3. You know?
This one's over.
You're right. It is. It's gonna do it. And 3-0. Brandon Shuff defeats Mike Massey in our first match of the Hard Times 10-1 Open. Thanks, Box. It was nice hanging out during this match.
Thank you for having me. Chat room, thank you.
And we're not going anywhere. We'll be right back with something else very shortly. Thanks for watching the Hard Times 10-1 Open. And another reminder to you guys, the 5,000 added 10-ball starts tomorrow, 7 p.m., and entries are still being taken. That's 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So all you cats from Arizona that overslept this morning, get in the car. 10-ball starts tomorrow. We love you all. We'll be right back. You know, the 5 into the 9 was a shot that Box called that shot in the inning before. But I think the 7 was obstructing your view of that shot.
It was still there.
You could have played the 5
But
to
you
a
hit
bigger
the
pocket.
15.
Yeah, but you shot the 15 instead.
Just touch it, and it goes. Yeah.